All right, the UK is building a coalition of more than 40 countries to push to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, the president of France is responding to President Trump's criticism of NATO. Matt Finn joins us live from Dubai with the latest. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Brian, behind me is the Persian Gulf. Not too far back there is the Strait of Hormuz. And President Trump has been warning that foreign countries that heavily rely on the strait need to take the lead against
This lead is just about 40 countries joining to reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
Iranian terror. Well, in London yesterday, 40 countries joined a virtual meeting to discuss the urgent need to diplomatically restore the flow on the Strait of Hormuz. The British foreign minister says Iran has recklessly hijacked the strait.
Our job is to take decisions in the UK
He is Vivek Verma, British foreign minister.
national interest. That's what this government will do, not based on any other country's priority or anything in terms of the US or other countries. It's in our interest to be working with those countries that we've gathered together today on how we ensure that the Strait of Hormuz can be reopened, how we respond to these reckless Iranian attacks on international shipping.
This is happening because all countries, every country, international things are just staged right there. Yes, nothing is shipping, nothing importing, exporting. This is
And French President Macron has dismissed military operations to open the strait as, quote, unrealistic. And
yes, he said, I will not deploy the military on anyone.
yesterday, Macron made some pointed comments seemingly aimed at President Trump and the United States. As President Trump has been warning, he may pull the U.S. out of NATO. Macron saying, when you've committed to an alliance, you live up to those commitments. This is not our operation. They can hardly complain afterward that they, the United States, are not being supported in an operation they choose to undertake alone. This is not our operation. What we want is for peace to be restored as quickly as possible.
What Emmanuel Macron, French president, said.
And live here in the Middle East, the loss of drinking water is a concern for some of the Gulf countries that heavily rely on desalination. And the AP is reporting right now that Iran destroyed a desalination plant in Kuwait today. And that country reportedly gets 90% of its water from desalination.
90%.
Thanks, Matt. Meanwhile, the U.S.
19% of its water from desalination.
reportedly taking out Iran's tallest bridge. We have it on video.
Okay, we get it. Iran's tallest bridge collapses after reported U.S. airstrikes.
President Trump warned he's ready to finish the job. The president demanding the regime make a deal.
It is the tallest bridge in the Iran.
They're reportedly threatening American allies in retaliation. Retired four-star general Fox News.
You can see the bomb.
Senior strategic analyst, chairman of the Institute for the Study of War, General Jack Keane, joined us in studio. General, great to see you. Blowing up that bridge, the president sending a message, just the beginning. They came back and showed a full screen of all the bridges, as if to say, blow them up if you want.
Yeah, yes, well, this is what Donald Trump said.
Listen, they have a lot of bluster. They have a lot of rhetoric.
He is Jack Keane, retired four-star general.
And they're losing all of their capability day in, day out. And what you see is the propaganda that they put out, largely for domestic audiences, but also trying to play to American audiences. Really what they want is continued opposition to the president in terms of what he's doing to break the will of the American people in supporting this war. And but the facts on the ground are real, and they are definitely losing their capability. And we're going to get to the point where we will accomplish all the...
Definitely, they're definitely losing their capability. Let me show you one thing.
Signed missions that the president had. The issue, not that they would open it up, is the fact that they are in control. And that would be a strategic victory for them, because then they're impacting our allies and partners in the region.
Half the launchers remain, and the rockets on the coast of right by the Strait of Hormuz are intact.
President Trump vows to finish the job in Iran. Yes.
White House pushed back on that, but you at the Institute of Study of War and all your contacts, General, when you look at our allies, I understand this is our mission. If you want to say that they weren't briefed, someone could debate that.
Beginning.
If you want to see this is Iranian and Axis retaliatory strike in the Middle East. This all colors indicate different things and different inspections. You can see just right here all the sea names, and Hezbollah confirmed Iran, claimed Hezbollah, and claimed Iranian attack. This is all we have right now.
So, General, when you look at our allies, I understand this is our mission. If you want to say that they weren't briefed, out, was asked to retire yesterday. He's a personal friend of yours. What do we lose when we lose General George?
General George is retiring, so this is what we have to know.
He's a generational chief of staff, as far as I'm concerned. I haven't seen anybody quite like him. He's got the intelligence, he's got the discipline, his warfighting experience is enormous. He's got the warrior ethos, and he's transforming the Army and taking it into the new technology and warfare that is so changing.
Right.
The truth is he's leading the other services in most of all of that.
Right.
And I don't agree with his dismissal for sure because of what he's doing to the Army and the change it's impacting the department writ large.
This is what it is, guys. Secretary Hexeth orders Army Chief of his Staff to retire, and he is just talking about this.
That's what I've heard too. General, it was great to see you. Good luck at the Yankee game today.
Thank you for guys.